DBS community, welcome back, and today we're going over another one of the Fusion World starter decks. I believe today we're going to be doing Broly. This is a green deck, but different from what we know in Masters. Green seems to be more so kind of what blue is in our version of Dragon Ball Masters. So green seems to be this very heavy ramp style. Which so far we don't have a ton of ramp cards, but you're playing bigger cards and then going into being able to just play cards that actually add cards to your energy. As you can see here, when you attack, you draw. And when your life is at 4 or less, you add 1 card from your life to your energy in rest mode, then flip this card over. So you do have an ability to sort of ramp yourself, so you actually end up going down to 3. However, on this side, you are now a 25k, which is much different than what the 20k leaders are. I think this is familiar to anyone who plays One Piece. I believe Whitebeard, one of the Whitebeard leaders, or if it is the Whitebeard leader, I'm not sure. It's a 25k as well, or he's a bigger leader than what most of the other leaders are, so you have to combo much higher into him. And then activate on the side, place 1 of your energy in the drop, draw 1, then this card gets 5k for the turn. So you can make your leader a 30k when you're attacking. But you do have to pop a energy in order to do that. Now let's look at the actual rest of the starter deck cards, just to see what we have. So we have this, I think it's called Moa. You look top 5, and you add, you reveal up to 1 Paragus or 1 extra, and add it to your hand, and then place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. So that's kind of cool. So there's no shuffling, but being able to rearrange them in different orders is kind of interesting. And then we have the Paragus and the Shomonian. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that name as well. So Paragus, activate main if your leader is Broly and you have no of this particular card next to us in play. You get to play up to 1 with energy cost of 1 from your drop area. This is the once per turn. So as you can see, this 1 drop is a blocker. So as long as Paragus is on the board, you can recycle a blocker once per turn. Also, it could be 5k combo power once per turn. So that's also very cool. I like that. I think this is a very cool little strategy that you can do, and definitely add some unique defense to the deck. Being able to just replay out your blockers every turn and just giving you extra value. Then we have Angle, which is a 20k crit. Also, peep, this is a 10k combo as well, which is very important. Then we have King Vegeta, which is our super combo. When you use this card in the combo on your opponent's turn, it gets an extra 10k combo. So this is a 20k defensively. Very powerful card. We have a 3-drop Vegeta, which has crit. This is a 3-drop 20k. Permanent, if you have 6 more energy, this card gets 5k power. So this is just permanent. This card will gain 5k power. So this is a 3-drop. That could be a 25k crit, which is very, very powerful. We have a 2-drop Paragus. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and then when attacking, if your leader is Broly and you have no of the 1-drop blockers in play, get to play 1 from your drop. So both this and the other Paragus get to cycle out your 5ks. Again, which is very cool value. So you can actually, this card can technically be a 20k swing. You can play the 1-drop out and then combo with it, and then replay it off of the other guy, or you can. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. But again, another just very good card. I think the green deck so far, when you look at all of them, probably seems to be the weakest because so far we haven't seen a ton of green support to actually help this deck out, especially in the ramping category. So on launch, this might be one of the weaker colors. But as we know how Bandai is, this is technically a blue color, so this deck will probably get a ton of support in the future. Then with the boss monsters, we have the 8-drop Broly BR. Again, I really hope they change the names of these cards, because at some point we're gonna run out of. I just don't like just naming every card just the character name, because at some point we're gonna have a ton of Broly BR cards in the game, and it's just not gonna make too much sense. But he has a 8-drop 45k. Peep, this is the second, and I believe all the SRs are like this, where they have 0 combo power, meaning they're basically in your hand for you to play. On play, draw a card and choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it, and then when attacking, switch this card to active mode. So this is a 45k, essentially a dual attacker. That is incredible. So you get the pop any card, draw the card, and then swing twice. And then you have the 5-drop Turles, which is a 30k crit, and when this card is played, add 1 card within a cost of 3 or more from your drop to your energy. So this card actually lets you ramp. So you can ramp literally whatever card you have that's just 3 cost or more. And it doesn't say in rest mode, so I would assume that you get to play it in active mode. Unless there's something else that's stating otherwise. So both these cards I think are good. I think the Turles is a little bit better. The Turles is probably an instant 4 of right now until we get a look at the rest of the cards from the set and get sort of more of a breakdown. Then when we have the 2 extra cards, so we have Destructive Strength and Gigantic Meteor. So Destructive Strength is a 3 cost that allows you to ramp the top card of your deck into your energy. And then Gigantic Meteor, choose one of your leaders or one of your battle cards and it gets 15k power for the battle. Then if you have 6 or more energy, that card gets 10k for the battle. So this card allows you to essentially hand dump in a sense. This is a 25k combo later on in the game. And if you're pushing for game or if you're trying to defend from game, this card can just essentially just get you out of a combo in a sense. Because you're already 25k, someone goes up to 40, so you're already 20. This card gets you to 45 off 1 card. So again, very powerful. It looks to be extra cards seem to be really strong in this first iteration of the game. But maybe that's just me. But that is the starter deck. So overall thoughts on the starter deck, I think this deck is going to be, again, probably the worst out of the 4. And I don't mean in worse like it's a bad deck. But I think green just doesn't have enough ramp yet for it to be powerful. It's got a really cool engine with being able to recycle the blockers. That's powerful. Hopefully we get some more 1-drops that allow this deck to cycle more. I haven't seen any in the release yet as of today, but maybe we'll get some more of those. So let me know, guys, what you guys think of the green Broly deck. And if you guys have seen any of the reveals so far, let me know what you guys think of just the color of green. Again, these are coming out as the reveals have been going out, so I know I'm probably missing some of the cards, but once we get the entire set, I will end up building all of the decks for content purposes, and then obviously once we get into the beginning of the game. So thank you guys for watching and supporting. As always, we are now on the road to 1900 subs, so hopefully we can get there. I would hope to be sometime before Nats. That'd be awesome. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.